To What's Hot, where we talk about stories that have us all talking.
We're joined by the People Pro, Barb Bartlein, plus Jeff Wagner is back. Topic number one today is the big national news at the moment. 3 women rescued from a home in Cleveland after disappearing a decade ago. Now, police quickly released the 911 call made by Amanda Berry after she escaped. Some people are commenting on message boards about the dispatcher's response.
Hello, police. Help me, I'm Amanda Berry.
You need police, fire, or ambulance?
I need police.
Okay, and what's going on there?
I've been kidnapped and I've been missing for 10 years and I'm here. I'm free now. Hello?
Yeah, talk to the police when they get there.
Okay, I'm going right now. I need
We're going to send them as soon as we get a car open.
No, I need them now before we get back.
Now, some people are saying online like this, Amanda Berry has to plead with the 911 dispatcher to send a car right away. I can't even imagine that.
And Joel on Facebook adds, agree the line should have stayed open, but think about this. Cleveland is a big city with a high crime rate. How many outlandish calls do you think the dispatchers hear? Your take on this?
Okay, well, here is my, to the extent I would be critical, here's what it is. I think clearly this woman, if you listen to the entire tape, and it goes about 2 minutes, the full thing, she's clearly in distress. You hear the 911 dispatcher that seems to be in a hurry to get her off the phone. Talk to the police when they come. She says that 3 or 4 times to Amanda Berry. I think the protocol in situations like this is you keep the person on the line until the cops show up. If I would be critical, it would be for that the dispatcher seemed to want to move on to the next call.
Yeah, I think they want to move on to the next call. I also think they were a little bit short on empathy for the caller. Probably the dispatcher had no idea who she was, right, or indeed that she indeed was missing for 10 years. But it would have been nice to say a few things to help her calm down a little bit, reassure her, and like you say, Jeff, stay on the line till somebody gets there to help her.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't get, because most times when I've heard these 911 calls, especially where you're not calling about, hey, I just saw a fender bender outside. I mean, right, you have somebody who says, I've been kidnapped. And even if the dispatcher didn't know who Amanda Berry was, I've been kidnapped, I've been missing for 10 years, I've just escaped. You would have thought there that, okay, it's not, okay, the cops are on the way, as soon as we get a free call, you'd thought that maybe something would go off to say, this is more than just the usual, hey, I just saw, I just saw an accident in front of me.
You have a fender bender, you call OnStar, that operator is going to stay on the line with you until police show up. You'd think the 911 operator would do the same thing.
Yeah, could have been handled a little better.
Hindsight, I guess.
But
guys.
they're free.
Yeah.
That's the big news. That's the great story.
Coming up next, some revealing news about the governor of New Jersey. Long been criticized for his weight. We'll tell you why he might be shedding a few pounds in the months to come.
Drunk drivers, meet Brad. He's not a cop, but if you drink and drive, he's hunting you down. Hear how an ordinary father is fighting Wisconsin's most out-of-control problem. He's the OWI Hunter, tonight at 10 on today's TMJ4.
Hey, John. Good morning. Let's say great morning. It'll be our little thing. Heather, you check out that sunrise today? Wow.
He's like this every morning.
Wakey, wakey, Bobo. Yes. Hey, Susie.
I'm with him on one thing, though.
Carol! Getting pumped for that status meeting today? Carol?
Morning person or not, your family-owned Quick Trip has a good start ready for you. Grab a glazer from our very own bakery and a freshly brewed cup of Café Karuba coffee.
You forgot to... right there? Yep, got it.
Has seeing a dentist been on your mind, but you don't know who to call? Come to DentalWorks. Day, night, or weekend, we'll get you set with friendly, personal attention from an experienced dentist, whether you need a routine cleaning or braces. And now, get a free exam and x-rays. Smile easy. DentalWorks.
I got hurt in a car wreck. I have plenty of questions, but what I need are answers.
At Gruber Law Offices, we have your answers. What if you can't afford medical treatment? What about your lost wages? How will you be compensated? We have the answers to all of these questions and more. Call us right now.
Gruber Law Offices has the answers. They answered all my questions, and they got me $750,000.
Call Gruber Law Offices now. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666.
These days, we shop a little smarter. We save our pennies. We hunt for bargains. So when we need new floors, we call Luna. They'll come right out with an amazing selection and work around your schedule and your budget. For a limited time, buy one room, get your second free. Plus, get up to $500 off. Keep your house and your budget rolling along. Shop smart. Shop Luna.
877-241 Luna.
I love my new Champion windows. Champion's lifetime warranty is incredible.
Right now, save 25% on windows and more.
Breaking news. The new fight over money in Washington.
We've been through this before.
Overseas now.
Secretary Kerry's maiden voyage. This historic transition.
He's a free man.
Where the world unfolds. NBC Nightly News.
Good night.
Nightly.
Welcome back, everyone. A lot of smiles and a lot of thanks over the last couple of days. But really, you should be thanking this. The high pressure. Just write it a letter. It's keeping us sunny, light winds. Unfortunately, though, because it is north of us, we're getting more of that east to northeasterly wind, not the south to southwesterly wind that would get the lake breeze out of here. We're also watching this area of rain showers back off to the west from South Dakota into Nebraska, even northern Kansas. This is the next storm system that's going to work its way in here tomorrow night after midnight and be here through Thursday with some clouds and some scattered showers. So the graphics will go and we'll show you that storm system gets closer tomorrow. Some thunderstorms into Iowa and Minnesota. They're happy about that. They really don't want any kind of moisture, but they'll take rain and thunderstorms over snow like they've had the past month or so anytime. As you can see, the winds are light. There is not even a ripple out on the lake. It is perfect conditions outside, unless you're a sailor. Then you want a little bit more wind in this. See, there's always something. 62 degrees, normal temperature for this time of the year. Humidity down there at 27% and a light northeasterly wind. 64 here in Milwaukee, 72 on the west side of Port Washington out towards Saukville, also West Bend, Kewaskum, 76 Fond du Lac, Watertown, and Whitewater, and almost 80 in Janesville. The winds are east-northeast between 5 and 10. They'll continue to be light with that high pressure. They'll continue to be light to calm overnight tonight. Temps are going to drop quickly once again like they did last evening. Once you get to around that sunset time, those temps are going to be into the upper 50s, and by morning we'll be in the mid to upper 40s with just a few clouds. A light east to southeasterly wind, and we're going to bump up the temperature a couple more degrees tomorrow. Mid to upper 60s along the water, low to mid to even upper 70s inland. Could even see an 80 out towards Janesville. There's the high pressure area keeping the rain off to the west for today and for tomorrow. But by tomorrow night, it moves far enough to the east that here comes the storm system with increasing clouds after midnight, and look for rain showers by the morning and continue to off and on rain showers and maybe even a rumble of thunder throughout the day on Thursday. Wednesday's highs will be incredible. Mid to upper 70s across most of the state. There's a threat of some those showers working their way into the northwestern corner of the state and into the Twin Cities by late tomorrow afternoon, and then moving here well after midnight tomorrow night. So another sunny and beautiful day tomorrow here locally. 48 degrees tonight, clear and we'll call it comfortable, but it will be cool, especially after these nice days. Calm wind, a light east-southeast wind tomorrow. 68 at the lakefront, 76 inland. And yet again, more sunshine. Then the clouds roll in. It'll be a cloudy day on Thursday with rain showers, but still mild. We'll be in the mid-60s. Behind that front, we'll be in the mid-50s for Friday. More rain showers on Saturday and cooler for Mother's Day, but at least the sun will be out. And then we warm right back up into the 60s early next week. So now we're kind of spacing the rain out a little bit here and a little bit there, not every day getting a lot of rain like just a couple weeks ago.
And you're thinking tomorrow's the second top 10 weather day of the year?
I do believe so.
All righty.
Thanks, Brian. And now more of what's hot.
Again, we are joined by Barb Bartline, the People Pro, and Jeff Wagner from News Radio 620 WTMJ. Our next topic focuses on a study the Today Show is working on about stressed out moms. It asks, what is the most stressful number of kids? The answer, 3.
I totally agree with this. Absolutely. You know, the difference between 2 kids and 3 kids is very similar to the difference between 0 and 1. That is, it's life-changing. Part of the reason, and I see this a lot with clients, is as soon as you have 3 children, the children outnumber the parents. So this is not a good situation. For example, when it's bedtime, if you have 2 kids, one can take one kid, one takes the other. It's all accomplished. You fall asleep usually with them reading the book, oftentimes before them. But as soon as you move to 3 children, it's really hard. And let's face it, everything is done in even numbers. You go on the rides at Great America, it's 2 or 4. You stay at a motel room, it's 2, 4. It just doesn't work to have that extra kid.
Now, see, my wife would argue that having and dealing with me is more stressful than any number of kids. And
I'd agree with her, Jeff.
There might be something there. You know, actually, this does make sense because for larger families, I would imagine, like, we have some very dear friends, and they have 3 girls, 5, 3, and 1. I would imagine for families larger than that, especially if the kids are spaced out a little bit, you get to the point where the oldest one can maybe help take care of some of the younger ones. But 3, yeah, I mean, you can't really expect the 5-year-old to take care of the baby. So this might make sense. A lot of times I poo-poo some of these studies. This one might be right on.
All right, let's get to topic number 3.
Yeah, New Jersey Governor Christie wages war on his weight and has secret weight loss surgery. His weight has been an issue personally and politically for years. What do you guys think about this move?
Well, I don't think it's much of a secret. It's all over the news. Personally, I think people in leadership positions do need to be held to a higher standard and show and model good health and well-being. I applaud him for going public with this. I applaud him for saying, look, I've had a weight problem for 20 years. I've tried everything I could think of. I work out with a personal trainer. He's doing all the right things. I admire this.
Yeah, and I hate to be cynical about this, but he says it's not related to a potential presidential run. I don't buy that, because the reality is maybe we are a superficial society. I'll say that, but I mean, I was watching during the hurricane the pictures of him walking next to President Obama, and
it was Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I mean, he was just enormous. And again, maybe we're again really superficial, but the truth is, in 2016, it's not like when Taft was elected president. I'm not sure a guy who looked like Christie did could get elected president, and I think this might be at least a little bit of a precursor to it. But nevertheless, I give him credit too. It clearly couldn't be healthy to be that big.
Abbott and Costello or Laurel and Hardy?
No,
I think it's Laurel and Hardy.
Maybe Laurel
and I don't think it's superficial, Jeff. I think we want somebody in a leadership position that reflects self-control and somebody who takes charge of their health and their life.
Well, and here's the thing, even if it is superficial, the guy's going to get healthier. So I
Right.
guess,
Right, sure.
you know,
He says he's
there's
doing it for the
benefit.
kids.
Right.
Yeah.
And good luck to him, because it's still tough, even with this surgery. I mean, this surgery fails a good percentage of the time. So, you know, give him credit for doing it and hope it works out.
All right, folks, thanks.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We will be right back.